Okay, take two. I got a phone call right in the middle of that. Welcome back to Coffee with Poet. It just feels so good to be home with Coffee with Poet. I'll call this episode 1. It was back, how long ago, you guys that were with me back with Coffee with Poet? Was it like 2019? I think we had just moved in here, and I had this card table over on that wall over there, and I was sitting facing this way, and I would have my coffee and we would talk about all kinds of things. So it's kind of nice to be home. I want to show you a couple things. Our ornament came in the mail yesterday for our first Christmas together. I love it. It's plain on the back, came from Temu. I like the buck and the doe. So that's what we're going to put up for our first Christmas. I think it's so pretty. Simple, yet tells a lot. Okay. Been working on it. Got a bunch more done. I'll probably do more yet this evening, but I'm getting there. As I'm doing it, I'm recognizing it's showing like a real aged Buddha. You could tell by the face of it, like a aged bronze thing. This morning we went to the Dollar Tree and we went to the corner store, and both of them were packed. The Dollar Tree is going to be open tomorrow. I don't know if in your area it is, but here our Dollar Tree is going to be open. And I don't remember, it just always seemed like on Thanksgiving that everything was closed. But I guess, I don't know, times are changing, right? I need a tissue. Let me show you what I got this morning at the Dollar Tree. I got 2 more. I'm a sucker for these things. I got a Merry Christmas, and I got I wanted something for like after Christmas, for like January, before I go into the February Valentine stuff. So I got a Let It Snow, and we got this one because Gio's mom loved redbirds, cardinals. It does say Noel here, but that's not a big deal. So we got this one for like partway through January or all of January. I wanted to get, the reason for going in there was because I wanted to get snowflakes for on Sky's winter solstice altar. I took down the fall altar, and I took down the fall plaques on the wall, and I put up winter scenes, nothing that had to do with Christmas, but some winter scenes and a couple other things. I'll show you when it's completely done, but I got a pack of these snowflakes, so I'll put 1 or 2 snowflakes on, and then the rest we can use on the tree. $1.25 for 10. So if you want something like this, hit up the Dollar Tree. So we got that. And I still have 2 Temu packages out there floating around somewhere, coming through customs, and one of the packages has 2 more packs of tree ornaments. So the tree's going to be packed with ornaments. But I did get a couple more cups. Christmas glasses. I got a little one with the tree, and my coffee one is the big one with the tree, but I got this little one with the tree, and I wanted us each to have a coffee mug for hot chocolate. And then when I got home, I realized I already had 2, so it'll just be an extra. But I got, again, you see a theme here. So if you want to get sets with the trees, hit up the Dollar Tree. So that's what I got. Then I picked up a couple things at the store, the corner store. And I'll get all this stuff put away. I'll finish up Sky's winter solstice altar. Normally I wouldn't do it until the 21st of December, but I just felt like I was tired of looking at the fall altar, and it's getting colder. Tomorrow is like an 85% chance of rain, which means maybe some snow might get mixed in. I don't know. There's a couple states that are supposed to get tons of snow tomorrow, but hopefully for us it's just a little bit of rain. We're going to go in the morning, closer to lunchtime, but for like 45 minutes, and stop up so I can meet one of his daughters, son-in-law, and 2 grandsons. We went to a local candy store, and I bought candy for the boys, the grandsons, and candy for his daughter and son-in-law, just as a little happy Thanksgiving gift. We're not staying. It's going to be a brief visit. I can tell you that my anxiety level over the last 2 days has been like through the roof. When I went out earlier, I stuck my hat on because it's so cold, and I just didn't take it off because I'm cold. And I have the thermostat at 72. About an hour ago, I bumped it from 70 to 72 because I was just that cold, and I'm layered. So that's just how it goes with me. So the name. I got to a place where, you guys know I've been fooling around with the channel name for a while. The Wayward Widow. What was it? Was I a Wayward Widow, or I think it was the Wayward Widow. And then I stuck something else in there, and I stuck the word path in there, and then I took out the word widow, I took out the word path, and I put a wayward woman. I'm like, none of this seems right anymore. And so I threw out the whole Coffee with Poet thing. Anybody remember Coffee with Poet? And anybody want to go back to those old days? I'm about 5 years older than I was back in that time. I don't have any of those old videos. I don't know, there's a, when you go on YouTube Studio on the computer, there's some place that you can go on there to find old channels and old videos, I think. So one day when I have time, I'm going to poke around on there and see what's on there. And that brings me to the next topic of time, which I feel like, and I did work more. If I didn't show this video, I worked a lot more on this yesterday. It's getting there. It might be kind of hard to see even what I did with, but this Buddha is like a old bronze weathered Buddha. I like it. Between exercise, tea meditation, regular meditation, Tai Chi, cleaning the house. Today I vacuumed. I washed up the floors. I wiped down everything in the bathroom. I stripped the bed, took all the pillowcases off, washed the sheet, washed the pillowcases, put everything on fresh, except the comforter. I can't fit the comforter in my washer, but back in the day, I don't know if you can still buy these, but back in the day you could get a at-home dry cleaning kit. It comes with a big bag and a paper, that a sheet that you put in the bag, and then you put the article in. It's like used to be like $10. I could do the comforter in that and put it in the dryer, and it's like you're dry cleaning at home. So I'm going to see if I can still find that, and if I can dry clean my comforter, which it needs it. If I can't dry clean it, then I've got to go to, we've got a bunch of local laundromats now. There's like a couple opened up, a couple of really nice ones. I'll just take it in, get it washed, get it all fluffed and, smelling good and fresh and all that stuff. So I got all that done, made us sandwiches for lunch. He's here today for a while, and then he'll be back in the morning. I'm going to do Pillsbury cinnamon rolls. It's a tradition from when Sky was here. It's hitting me really hard that Sky's not here. I have not, the past 2 Tuesdays, I have not put a message on for Sky on his obituary, but tomorrow for Thanksgiving I will. He was not big on holidays, you guys know that. And if you're new here to Coffee with Poet, hi, I'm Poet. I'm 65 years old, in my 66th year. My partner died in February of this year. He went on to a rebirth. He's a Soto Zen Buddhist. He's living his next life. There is no beginning and no end in Buddhism, and he's on his next life. I spent 6 months alone, and then I met someone and we got engaged. So, so we're in week 15. It's been 15 weeks since we met, believe it or not. So anyway, so what was my point? So I'm going to put a message on for Sky tomorrow. So I started this tradition a few years back of making Pillsbury cinnamon rolls in the morning for us, and then we put the parade on and watch the parade. And then as he got sicker, like last year, Thanksgiving, I made the cinnamon rolls, but he could only eat a couple bites. But I went ahead and bought them again this year, just a pack of 5, and I'll make them in the morning just because I have to, you know. And then we'll go up and we'll meet and greet and visit for a little bit, but I am like tight in my chest. I'm having trouble breathing. My anxiety's like up here. I went into the corner store. I had a panic attack because I keep thinking of tomorrow, and I'm really nervous about meeting his daughter and the grandkids and all that. I'm just nervous. And anyway, I figure I'll get through it. And then that'll be done. And I can say then that I've met everybody in his family except a daughter in Texas and one of his other local daughters. So on Saturday, his son that's in Kentucky, they're going to do a FaceTime. So I'll get to see some of the family on FaceTime and say hi and do a meet and greet that way, which will be nice. So I'm getting there. I also have to text my daughter that's in Phoenix and ask her what her schedule is so that she can meet Gio on FaceTime. As far as my son, if anybody saw the video on me getting conned out of a bunch of money again from my son, I've had no communication with him since Sunday night, since the fallout, and I just cannot communicate with him, like, at all. There just can't be any communication until he starts to do the right thing. When he starts to do the right thing, then we can have a relationship, but not until he does the right thing, you know. And I talked about all that because I figured if I went through it, somebody else out there went through it. That's what I know for a fact. I had some company this morning. My old friend Dave came up, and when I say old friend, it's somebody I've known for 40 years. He came up and visited with me and Gio for a little while, had a cup of coffee, did some chatting, and that was really nice. He watches some of the videos, so Dave, if you're watching, I want to get through tonight. I want to get through tomorrow so that I feel like I can breathe, because I feel like I can't breathe. Yeah, but I'll be okay. I will get through it. Let me know tomorrow how you guys are doing. I'm going to try to pop on tomorrow and just talk a little while. I remember way back on one of the channels I was doing, there was somebody I was talking to from down south. For you guys who've been with me forever, do you remember the girl, the woman who lived alone, and she said she was going to be by herself for Thanksgiving? Does anybody remember that? And I said, and I did a video just for her. Do you remember that? And there was a guy, and he always left turtles. Oh, that's so weird. Who remembers that guy? That when he left me a comment, he always left a string of turtles. Does anybody remember what his name was? I'm talking as though he's past tense. If you remember him, even if you don't remember his name, but if you remember the string of turtles he always left me, put it in the comments, would you? Lately, it's been interesting. I have one friend who got really good news on something. I have another friend who's got amazing news on something. I have another friend who had some sad news in the last couple of weeks. I have another friend who's doing a lot of struggling, just emotional struggling, you know, not downplaying it, but it's hard. So it just makes me realize how much we're all going through. And, you know, as we talk with each other, we don't know what the other person's going through. So hopefully we can all be, you know, kind to each other and just stop and remember with it. You know, life is a little bit difficult right now. I watched the rest of It's a Wonderful Life last night. I forgot a lot of it, even though I watch it pretty much every year. I don't think I watched it last year because of Sky being so sick. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I watched any Christmas movies last year. I don't think, no. That's so sad when you think about it. I miss him a lot. And Gio, he lost his brother, in May of this year. And it hit him last night. He went through some struggle time. And, you know, I sat with him, we talked, and so I always try to keep it in mind right here that he also went through a loss, just even, you know, more recent than me. So we're going to get a stocking in memory of his brother, since I have one in memory of Sky. And yeah, that's about it. But it's kind of cool to do a coffee with Poet. I'm not going to stay on. I'm going to cut it at whatever this is. I can't see. I have my lenses in. 18 minutes. Good enough. I'm going to say goodbye. I hope everybody's doing, you know, okay. You're doing okay enough. Hang in there. Let me know how your Thanksgiving is tomorrow. You know, what you're doing and if you're okay. I'm going to put my earbuds in and go over to Messenger, catch up with everybody over there. I see some messages are sitting, so I want to listen and I want to respond. I'm just having a really anxious moment about tomorrow, and I feel like if I don't go to meet his daughter and grandsons tomorrow, I feel like I'm going to let him down. I feel like I'm going to let me down, myself down. And there's a reason why I'm hesitant to go, but it's not something I can talk about. It's personal to him and his family, you know. But I feel like if I go, it's going to take so much out of me, physically, that I'm going to end up just going to bed for the rest of the day. And then there's not going to be a Thanksgiving meal cooked at all, even though it's just a matter of putting everything in the microwave pretty much and putting the ham slice in the frying pan and browning it, and that's it. Thanksgiving meal. I don't have any cakes or pies, but I do have a graham cracker crust, and I have an instant chocolate pudding mix, and I have a container of Cool Whip. So I want to do a chocolate pudding pie, probably first thing in the morning. I'll put that together, pop it in the fridge to have it for later in the day, and then that will be dessert for tomorrow. So you guys take care of yourselves, okay? And I'll see you tomorrow.